Hi, today I'm explaining about Animate CC interface. Okay, in the before class already we discussed about the intro and the start page of the software. Okay, so this is the start page, and you can create suppose action scripting 3.0. Okay, so click on that. Yeah, this is the interface of the software for any software. Okay, so the interface is very common. So before starting anything we have to understand about interface. Okay, the first we'll check about the work areas. Okay, so here we have animator workspace is there. Suppose you can click on that. So the display settings, so for the animator point of view, the panels are changing into differently. Okay, so all the tools are displaying here, and suppose this is a timeline and the properties are there, and here the color panels are there. Okay, and suppose here we have a debug, suppose for the debugging. Okay, so and these are the designers, for the web designers. These are the display settings, the workspace. Okay, and here it's the developers. For the developers point of view, the display it is showing. Okay, so here these are the essentials. These are the essential settings. Okay, and suppose here we use classic generally, even though we are using for the animation point of view the software, we are using classic. The reason is, in the classic mode it looks like your Illustrator and Photoshop, because Animate CC also part of Adobe family. The tools are displaying left side, so we use the same for Photoshop and Illustrator. So left side the tools are displayed in Photoshop and Illustrator. So for the Animate CC also, the tools displayed left side and the properties are showing on right side and panels are showing on right side now. So won't feel as a new software, it is already used. Okay, in the same look, the same the view already in Photoshop and Illustrator. Okay, so here in these different workspaces, okay, the displays, so we use this software for the animation point of view for the developers. Okay, so web designers and developers, they use Photoshop. I mean the Photoshop, how we use all the digital painting artists, they use the same way the photographers. Okay, and lab the photographers, otherwise the professional photographers, photo studio people, they use Photoshop. Okay, and the web designers also, they use Photoshop. The same way here, and Flash also. Okay, the different people, they use for their different usage. Okay, the designers and developers, the developers, they design web designs and developments. Okay, the debugs for the games, and they create 2D the Flash games. They find the bugs in this mode. Okay, in this the display mode. So different people they use these settings. Okay, as an animator we can check this animator animation view, but I told you that if it is in classic mode, it looks like a Flash or Illustrator software. So okay, these are the work areas. Okay, different work areas. Anytime you can click and check this. Okay, if there is any changes are happened in your workspace, suppose you are again you are switching into classic mode now, so then you can click here, they reset classic, so then all the settings are changing into normally as per the classic mode. The new workspace, suppose you are creating your own workspace, suppose you are changing panels this side and you are modifying all the interface according to your wish, and then give the name for that, and automatically it can store. For time being I'm not giving anything, so I want to use as it is the classic model. Okay, yes, Suppose see, these are the tools, these are the tools panels. Okay, so you can move this tools panel any side. Okay, you can keep anywhere as you like. Sometimes you can keep this also here. Okay, so for time being I'm keeping this here only. Okay, suppose the tools are changed everything. Now you can reset your classic. See, automatically the tools are displaying the corner of that. Suppose here the tools continuously up to the bottom that's showing, but few tools are really hiding. So for that, see, there is a dark line here showing. You can drag this side, so it is forming into two rows. Now all the tools are displaying here. Okay, and suppose this is faster. Let us check about this white area. So what is this actually? This is called stage. Whatever you draw, whatever you animate, okay, all the displaying things can display only on this area. This is stage. The white space is stage, and this gray color area, suppose this entire gray color, okay, it is a paste board. The paste board, the gray color is paste board, and this white area is stage. Okay, so draw whatever you draw on stage. In your final animation, that can only reflect, okay, on the stage what the things you already animated. Okay, those only can affect in the final animation. So other than the stage, other areas, it is not coming into your final animation. Okay, then here let us check all these things. So this is the timeline. It is very new to us. Okay, in Photoshop and Illustrator, these are not there. The timeline is not there. Suppose this is timeline, and this is the layer. Suppose here the layer panel are there. So here it is new layer, and this is the new folder, and here it is the delete button. So here by pressing here, you can create the many layers. So here itself it is creating default numbers are giving 1 2 3 4 5. So you can double click on that and you give any name for that layer. Okay, so these are, if you don't want all these layers, you can select all these and you can delete. Okay, and suppose here we have the new folder. Just you can create the folder, and you can drag all these layers by selecting shift to get into folder. Now see, the all the layers in one folder. The folder is like one bag. Okay, inside bag there are papers. The loose papers are there. You can insert into the folder. Okay, yes. Now can drag out of the folder your all layers, and then your folder is empty, then you can delete that. Okay, for timing, here also we can remove all these layers and delete this. Okay, and if you see there, here there is a eye symbol. So eye symbol means what? The visibility of the object. Suppose it is there in Illustrator and Photoshop also. So visibility. Okay, and here if you say there is the arrow mark, like, just you can click on that. Okay, so here the arrow marks. So suppose here, just a minute. I'll create one more layer. So let's check here the reset all classic. Just delete one by one. We'll create again. See, it is not functioning. Sometimes this will happen in all the softwares. Okay, so here the visibility of the layer, and these are the layer the stretchiness. Sometime it shows that. Okay, so then this is the visibility of the layer, and you can lock this. After locking this, you cannot move this. Okay, and here if you see this, there is a outline mode. Suppose see your entire object convert into outline. Okay, so these are the layers thing. Suppose use advanced layer, no, use enable use these access advanced features like arranging layers and G depth, and attaching layers and the camera, converting layers to the, suppose use this. Yeah, here these are the things. The click to invoke layer depth. So here we'll create the layer depths. Okay, so I'll explain these the animation time. Okay, so just you can come into a normal way. Okay, so these are the normal the layer panel, and this is timeline. Timeline actually this is very useful when you animate anything. So we use this. Suppose here the black spot is there. See here, showing in the black spot means there is a drawing or your the shape object, anything. Okay, so here this is and this is here, nothing is there. Showing empty circle means in these two layers nothing is there. Okay, the black spot is telling what there is an object. Okay, so the box here, see there is one box, like suppose if you don't see that, so we can click here and make it medium or larger. Yeah, now see this 1 2 3 4 5, these are the frames. Continuously number of frames you can create. When you animate things, it can be 100 frames, 200 frames, 300 frames. Okay, continuously, depends on your animation length. Okay, it shows. So here all the 5 frame frames, for the all 5 frame frame is giving the gray color separation. See the gray color. It is very easy to count. Suppose there is a 50 frames or otherwise 20 frames I want to calculate. So instead of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, so counting this way is very easy. Up to here to here it is 5 frames, then this is 10, so here 15, it is 20. Yes, so now here to here these are the 20 frames. So it is very easy to select the frames and all. Okay, so here you can make it the medium. Now here see this, it is showing what the seconds. So up to here 1 second. So animation shows here in frames and the seconds. Okay, 24 frames. 24 frames is 1 second. 1 second is animation is 24. Okay, I'll explain in the coming lessons about frames and all. Suppose here if you see there is a go to first frame, and these are the player. Suppose when you animate anything, okay, so instantly you can click here, then you will understand the animation, the instant preview available here. Okay, like VLC. Okay, so the instantly you can check your entire animation on timeline what you did in timeline, you can check on instantly here. Okay, just you can play the button. Okay, the animation source. Okay, because here there is no animation now, there is only one frame created, so that is the reason it is not moving. Okay, so these are the step back and step forward. Okay, like other the players, the things are there here. Okay, now here you check this, the center frame. Okay, the other frames are there, many frames are there. When you click here on the center frame, automatically it moves to a center frames. Here it is a loop, the loop animation. When you click on this loop button, the entire your entire animation continuously animate because of this applied loop. Okay, and here it is onion skin. So onion skin is very helpful. It creates the transparenciness. So when you trace, when you animate things, okay, we want to see the below the underlayer drawing, or otherwise the before drawing. In that case we have to operate this onion skin. Okay, so I'll explain about this thing deeply. And the same onion skin outline here, the edit multiple frames. So at a time, if you want to edit the many frames, you can use this. And here it is showing modify markers. So markers are there. See, markers means these are, if you have many frames here, if you have many frames here, you are adjusting these markers. Within the markers you can edit whatever you want. Okay, so those are the markers actually. Okay, and here it is current frame, it is showing current frame. So see, there is, your cursor is showing at 15, so here also it is showing at 15th. So this is current frame. Okay, suppose here type 10, your cursor is moving to 10th frame. Okay, and here it is showing a frame rate. So per second 24 frames. At present your animation is 0.4 frames. Okay, 0.4 frames. It is telling about a seconds, 0.4 seconds it is. Okay, so we'll explain all these things later. Okay, so this is about the timeline. And here if you decrease and increase, will get more frames after you reach there, and even there also you can move this, so automatically the timeline can extend. Suppose here, see, by clicking that, you are step by step you are moving. Okay, and here this is what a reset timeline, zoom to the default. Yes, it is reached to default. And suppose this also here, fit more frames in view, so it is fitting to more frames. Here it is, you can decrease, resize a timeline view. So by dragging this, you can zoom in and zoom out. Okay, so these are, and this is what the frames in view. Suppose you can click here. Okay, fit less frames in view. Okay, so it is fitting less frames in view. This is about the timeline. But when you do practically, then only we'll understand clearly. Okay, so anyway, I'll explain about timeline when you animate things on that. Yes, come here, and these are the panels. So different panels. So we know this. Same like Illustrator and Photoshop, we have the panels. Okay, so these are the color panels. Below that, these are the swatches, color swatches are there. And here we have the other panels are there. These are the alignments. So when you align things, okay, so horizontally, left, right, center, so it can help you. And these are the information. Suppose the values, red, green, blue values, it inform you. And this is the transform. rotations, x, y, z axis. It shows related to transform. Yes, these are the same. And here, very important thing, this is the library. Okay, library and motion presets. These are the two very important things in Flash or Animator. So whatever you draw, whatever you animate, so all the parts, all the elements you can store in the library, and even you can import objects, images, textures, whatever the stuff you can import to into Flash. Those things directly will come into your library. From library you can use, and sometimes you can reuse many times. Okay, and these are the motion presets. So default motion presets are there. So I'll explain about all these things one by one. So these are the animations. Okay, so I'll explain later all these things. And this is the same, the motion presets. Yeah, here these are the properties of the each and every tool. When you click anything, so the right side in properties you can adjust all those things. So suppose here the stroke value, stroke thickness, okay, and the style, line style, if it is a dotted line or a normal line, okay, and it shows related to each and every tool. Okay, so these are already familiar with Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so anyway I'll explain all these things. Okay, this is the properties of the particular tools. Click anywhere, the tool related the properties can display. Okay, and suppose here the SWF history. So this is the new for you, SWF shockwave files. So I'll explain in animation. Okay, these are the common the menu bar for any software. This is a file. In file, commonly the new, open, the browse, open, recent. Okay, recent files, close, close all. So these are okay. So pointer the rate of adobe.com, sync settings, and save as template. Your entire animation, suppose your workspace, you can save it in a template mode. Save all. Okay, import to library, external library. Import your videos also here. Okay, you can export whatever your animation or movie or into JPEG or PNG. Okay, so convert to your HTML, Canvas, WebGL. Okay, so publish settings. So you can click on this and you will get the publish settings here. So okay, I'll explain this. Action scripting settings. Okay, and now the editor. So in edit, generally you can copy, paste in place. Okay, so whatever the things you want to edit, you can do with this. So about the timeline and preferences. So for any software, preferences are very important. So here we'll check all these things. Suppose here the user interface, I'm seeing here the lighter. Click here, it is going to darker. So that depends on your eyesight and visibility. Here I'm using the lighter portion. Okay, and here these are the groups and symbols. When you convert these colors can affect on that. And the onion skin colors also using these colors. If you want to change any color, you can change, but that is not that much important. Okay, sync settings. Okay, so when you sync, if you want to sync settings, so you can use this, but make it as Disney color editor. Okay, so these font colors. Okay, so you can use any font. Okay, the regular, the style of the font you can use for display purpose. Scripts, about scripts, and for the player. So these are some things actually we don't want to check all these things, because this is purely scripting related. So anyway, we are not using any scripting, not writing any scripts. Okay. So text, so you can use any text. Okay, the medium default it is showing in the medium. Yes, drawing. Okay, because we use this software with drawing and animation. Okay, pen tool, show pen preview. So if you want to use pen preview, you can click on this. So the next step it shows the preview. For time being not required anything, so you can click here. Sometimes just close that. Okay, and here view. Suppose here the different views are there, first preview and the next. So it shows the first preview, next preview and previous one. And zoom in, zoom out, control plus and control minus, and keyboard magnification. So these are the levels up to you can show these. Okay, the preview mode, it shows in outlines, anti-alias. Okay, the rollers, you'll get the rollers here by clicking here. Okay, so I don't want this time being. And grid, shows the grid. Okay, the grids are there. Sometimes we use these grids, uncheck. Okay, and guides, log guides. When you animate something, if you want to add rollers, after adding rollers you can lock your guides. So if you lock these guides, the rollers cannot move, you can fix. And here snapping to objects, snapping to grid, align raw objects. So we use this in the coming lessons. Okay, and the show tab order, the screen mode. So these are the things. Okay, so thank you.